Hey, good morning. Try to get this thing to not bounce. Hey, welcome. I just wanted to begin this morning's video just by sharing a little bit from our vision for 2021. I'm going to be doing these videos on almost a weekly basis. Some of it's going to be training related. I want to share a little bit about what I'm going to be doing with these as we go. So I'm going to read this very quickly, paragraph on Sunday school. Our Sunday school classes connect believers in meaningful relationships where they support one another, pray for each other, and stay in touch with each other. We know our classes are healthy because 1, each class is growing. 2, each class in our adult youth division have at least one person come to faith in Christ and baptized each year. And 3, we've started 15 new adult classes the past 3 years. Our Sunday school leaders and class members understand their role and how they contribute to overall health and growth of the church. Well, that last sentence is really important. I'm going to do these videos incrementally based on different roles and responsibilities within the Sunday school class. Whether it's director, teacher, care group leader, outreach leader, missions leader, whatever it is, I'm going to take little sound bites, 5 minutes maybe 7, and talk about each of those over the coming weeks. So I want you to share those videos with your folks. So this morning I'm going to focus a couple of minutes on the first Sunday of November. First Sunday of November, I know it's a little bit ways off, about 6 weeks or so. We're going to have a high attendance day. It's the day the clock falls back. So we're going to fall back into great habits. We're going to start falling back into great habits by getting started now. So what we're going to start with is a commitment. So as I've thought about how do we promote a high attendance campaign, how do we promote that day in such a way that can really bring energy to your class and to our church? Well, it's going to start with me. I'm going to commit, my plan, my goal, my target is to have 3 people in Sunday school who have never been in one of our Sunday school classes before. These are people who probably don't attend our church. They may have attended a worship service a time or two, but that's my target. Now, in your classes, here's what I want to challenge you to do as a leader. Who are you going to bring? Who's your 1? Who's your 2? Maybe it's a couple. Maybe it's 2 couples that you know outside church that you can not just invite, but that you can get here on that day. Then what are you going to do in the class? What's that day going to look like? What's going to be kind of the uniqueness of the day to make it exciting? Maybe it's food. Maybe that doesn't really matter. We do food a lot. Whatever it is for you, maybe it's going to be a unique topic or conversation that you plan to have with your class. But set the pace for your class. As a leader, you decide, this is what I'm going to do. I want to invite you to join me in bringing your friend. Who's the one person whose name you wrote on those cards a few weeks ago in the worship service when Pastor Steve talked about that one person you know who's far from God but has a relationship with you that you're praying for to be saved? Maybe that's the one person. There's over 300 names that were put on cards that one Sunday, and maybe that's the person that needs to come. You know, if 300 new people showed up at our Sunday school on a given day, do you know what that would do for our typical attendance and for our room space? Here's the other thing that a high attendance day does. High attendance days can create tremendous energy if we execute a plan that encourages inviting and gathering those who are on our roll that we may see on a consistent basis and some we don't see consistently. We obviously want to invite them, but who off of that piece of paper can we invite to engage in our class or maybe a different class? You know that I don't regularly get to attend a Sunday school class. It doesn't mean I can't invite people and plug them into your class. So I want to encourage you to do that. We're going to have an outreach day in October. It's going to help us do that as well. But let's engage the process of inviting and creating an environment that is desirable and that we want to invite people to. We can do that a lot of ways. One of the ways we do it is by being on time and ready. So I challenge you to do that. Come prepared. I think you all do. Come on time. You know if you don't, so do I. But let's get that going even now as we finally get through this storm and the time and all the different things with fall and we get back into great habits of Sunday school this Sunday. It's September. Today's the 19th. I always got to look because I never remember the date. Today's the 19th. We have about 6 weeks until that high attendance day. But I can promise you that if we're not praying, if we're not inviting, if we're not engaging people who we haven't maybe even met yet or people we've never invited before, it'll just be another Sunday where the clock turns back and we'll wake up the next day and go, oh, we had church and it was fun. But we won't see impact. We won't see lives changed. Let's impact lives. Let's see lives changed. Let's see people engaged in Bible study who maybe never have before. that God can do that through you. He can do it through me. So let's do this together. Set a goal. Let's move forward. I want to see over 900 in Sunday school on that day. Let's get this year off to a great, fast start. Looking forward to doing that together. Hope you have a great week. Share this with whoever in your class needs to hear it. And we're looking forward to Sunday. Have a great day.